Hey everybody, Coaching for the Soul, Thursdays at 3. So if you're watching this live, awesome. If you're watching this on my YouTube channel, subscribe to the channel and like the videos. Today's a big day. It's 11/11, a huge portal to the universe. So we're going to talk about that today. Hey Kathy. Hey Susan. Yeah, is everybody feeling the energy? Because it is crazy. Yep, for me, it's the largest portal of the year. The most intense portal is today. So it's kind of interesting. Yeah, kind of interesting. I got all this energy in my chest. It's crazy. Yeah, so welcome to everybody who's watching me live. Hi Candy, how's it going? But just tingles and heart energy and all kinds of stuff today. So, yeah. Whew. Haley. Did I get my hair cut? I got it cut last week before Coaching for the Soul. Why? Does it look good? Hey, Veronica. How are you feeling? How are you feeling? Yes, Haley, weird energy today, 11/11, exactly. Today is one of the biggest, for me, I think for most people, it's the largest portal. Thank you, Susan, I appreciate that. I was told today by one of my clients that I needed to, I don't know, dress up something, yeah. Hey Blake, how's it going? Yes. So today is a great day. Yeah, everybody should feel it. Hi, Joy. How's it going? Thank you. Hey, Jamie. Oh, so Jamie liked the new YouTube video on fear. See, that's interesting, right? Is that Spirit just threw that at me out of the blue. And he said, hi, Kathy. Spirit says, make a video on fear. There's a checklist. I'm like, okay, what does that mean? Get the laptop. I'm like, okay, fine. We'll do a little thing, short little mini thing. Yes, Joy, I know you're in Daytona Beach, I think, right? Yep, lucky you. Lucky you. Yeah. Hi, Tracy. How's it going? So I just got the word I'm going to be in Brighton this weekend at the Psychic Fair. So, yep, just got asked to do it today. So there's some room, I guess. So I'm going to be there from 9 to 5, I think it is. Yeah, I'll post the graphic when we're done with this. Hey, Shelly, how's it going? So, yeah, so things are going well. Well. So it's interesting. And so I think we're going to start. How's that? That is Saturday, Kathy. Yep. Yeah, Kathy, Kathy's ciphers, you'll talk to me on Tuesday. Yeah, I'm going to talk to Jamie at 1 and then you at 3. Yes, Veronica, I am busy. Tomorrow I'm booked. So just with Zoom readings, I'm doing those again. And yeah, so it's tomorrow I've got an hour and a half reading, then an hour, then an hour, then an hour. So yeah, so I'm gonna be bushed when I go to that psychic fair on Saturday in Brighton. Yeah, so yeah, so okay, so we're gonna start. As you guys know, when I do this, right, when I do Coaching for the Soul, you know I go into I channel, right? Because some people didn't know if it was me or if it was channeling. So I want to make it clear that when I do Coaching for the Soul, and even when I do readings with people that I don't know, that I don't have a relationship with, I channel all of it. Okay, so if I say something again and again, that's because Spirit wants me to reinforce it. Or if I'm having a conversation with I'm going to put it like this. I know. Hang on. When I'm doing coaching for the soul, a lot of the time, I'm having conversation with spirit that's live. Okay? I don't even think about people that are watching or going to watch it in the future. So if I'm having conversation with spirit, it's like him and I having a conversation without anybody else around, right? And so just things come out of my mouth that are just, yeah. So I want everybody to understand that when I do coaching for the soul, I channel all of it, maybe mostly all of it. Unless somebody asks me a question, then I have to go back and be Bill again. Then as you get to know who I am, when I become friends with people, it's not as intense. It's not as direct because it's once we have an initial contact or two or three, then it's all about working ways to avoid your aversion to what spirit wants to tell you because they know that, right? It's they know that your ego, that your fear and things like that are going to not allow you to feel or hear certain things when we're more than just seeing each other once or twice or three times. So just want everybody to know that you're getting a conversation between me and him, and you guys get to see it. And that's happened sometimes too when like James, when family members show up and I get emotional and things like that, that it's and I start to like tear up, things like that. Those are things that happen when spirit's around, when him and I are having a conversation, right? Or if somebody shows into my house and shows up and I say, okay, spirit, if I don't know who they are, and all of a sudden I'll get this big, huge heart, right? Usually tears will come to my eyes and things like that. Kind of freaks Lee out. So yeah, so that's what that is, okay? So I might have to do this another couple times during Coaching for the Soul, okay? So 1111 portal, okay? It is a massive gift to humanity. All right, guys? So today you should be feeling intensity, right? You should be feeling connection. Your beam should be coming directly out of your head, okay? You should feel, yeah. So Spirit says some will feel light and bouncy. Others will feel more grounded, more solid, more connected to the core of the earth while being connected to source, right? Okay. But today's the day to ask what you want, guys. Okay. Do your meditation. I did this new Steve Noble guided meditation this morning. The peach light and the turquoise light meditation that came out, I think yesterday. I did it this morning and boom, wow, was that thing intense. So it's pretty cool, right? Because normally I do an 11:11 meditation today. Usually Steve puts one out. This year he didn't. He just did the Angel Peach, I think called Angel Peach and Angel Turquoise. That's on Steve Noble on YouTube. Okay, so again, that helped me connect. Then it was interesting too because the flow was amazing. Number one, number two, when the angel showed up with Angel for Peach and Angel for Turquoise, oh my gosh! When Peach showed up, and I felt that energy go across my body, my heart exploded, and I teared up, and I'm like, okay, so what does that have to do? Has to do with your heart, okay? Has to do with letting things go, clearing yourself out, and it's interesting because I talked to my sister yesterday from Colorado. Hello, Stacy Casey. And she had gone to talk to a reader, right? And her reader said, well, Bill's afraid of moving. And when she told me that, I'm like, I'm not afraid of moving at all. I'm ready to move. I'm ready to go, right? I'm ready to go to Hawaii for sure. And that kind of sat with me for a little bit. So then after the meditation, okay, in the bathroom, like always, brushing my teeth, doing my stuff, right? Getting in the shower. Spirit, I said to Spirit, I'm like, well, what would I be fearful of? And I love when I get direct comment, understanding, And this is exactly what he said. The only thing that you're afraid of is losing who you've been. And I'm okay with that. Meaning I'm 61, be 62 in 6 weeks, right? 7 weeks. And losing who I have been as I move into the next stage, the next chapters of my life, right? Still understanding that this is where I came from, right? But because my vibration, my frequency is so much higher than it's ever been in my life, and continuing to rise, that the vortex, we all have it, right? The vortex is going to absolutely give me everything that I want. And that means being able to connect with the Lemurians, channel them, write books for them, write my autobiography, or finish it basically, and go through those chapters, right, of my life as I document them, because I've had a truly amazing life. Sometimes I can't believe I'm still alive, not for the trauma and stuff, but for the things that I've accomplished. It's truly amazing, and it blows me away sometimes, right? So just with my spirituality and the way I grew up and things like that. So I said, Spirit, I'm okay with that. And it absolutely made sense. Absolutely made sense. Why my sister, the day before 11/11, we have a conversation because she saw her reader the day before, right? Yeah. See? So see how that works? I'm telling you guys, they will bring you answers or questions, right? When you need them. From anyone that can possibly get a hold of you, right? Understanding that's why when I talk to people and I do coaching for the soul and I do readings and things like that, talk out loud. And people always forget. I'm playing with my nose, sorry. Hi, Nancy. And understanding that, right? That's the easiest way for you to open up the channel to your guides. I did 24 readings last Saturday in Livonia, right? And I'll bet you 20 out of the 24, he talked about talking out loud. Because people are at the precipice of, okay, I have this need inside of me to connect to spirit, but I don't know how to do it. I'm getting all of these feelings, all of these visions, all of these dreams, right? Because people are being called to action, called to connect, right? Because the collective is moving forward. The collective is moving closer and closer to 5D, right? So understanding that 20 out of 24, and I'm like, oh my God, are you freaking kidding? I'm like, this is crazy, but it makes sense. I forgot about 11/11 this week, right? So it is absolutely talking out loud for any reason at all, okay? And I will continue to say that until they probably take my last breath, because it's so important to understand. Like I had a person just before I got on here who sent me a message, and she goes, Bill, how do I heal, right? How do I heal? She didn't understand how. And I couldn't really go into it because I was getting ready to do this. But as we go forward, as we talk to our guides, as we say, Spirit, I need you to help me heal, right? Those 3 fingers, right? Tap, 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 tap. As hard as you can, not as hard as you can, but you know what I'm saying, right? Right? To get that, to understand that that is the way to command them help you, right? Hey, Karen, how you doing? Understanding that as we ask for help, as we connect with them for help, as we give ourselves to them for help, they bring us messages. It's about understanding that there is hey Amanda, is there a step process to healing? Of course there is. Just like there's a step process to ascension, to letting your stuff go, right? Your biases, your structure, your judgment, all that stuff, right? It all comes down to understanding that it starts with talking out loud, not having conversations in your head when you can. And if you do have conversations in your head, make them short, narrow ones, Spirit says. Making sure that you are conscious of those conversations. Don't go into depth. Don't go into anything that's important, right? Hey, Michelle, how's it going? Happy birthday. Understanding that, yeah? To hey, Janice, how's it going? Everybody's here today. Thank you. And understanding that, right? Understanding, and this is a perfect day to understand it. Ask, talk, right? Getting everything that you possibly can out there today, because baby, the portal's open. The portal is open. But understanding that there's all kinds of resources out there for people through their ascension. That's why I continually tell folks, use your social media. Hey, Kimberly, how's it going? Right? Use your social media. The more you like posts on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook, the more whatever they're called, those things. What are they called? Spirit? Yeah, those. He just said the waves that people don't like, atherisms or something like that, right? You can use it in your favor. You can use it in your favor because as you like my stuff, right? More stuff's going to come to your feed from those same websites, those same Facebook sites. And that's what's important because algorithms, thank you, Janice. Fellow Capricorn, thank you. Understanding that when you put your energy in that heart button, right? You can like it, but heart's better. That you love it, right? They take that like, okay, awesome. She's getting it. Awesome, he's getting it. And then guess what happens? They don't flood you. They do it a little bit at a time to see if you are still in that space. To see how connected you are with what that post says. And then the great thing is, as they roll in, as I post them, as other people post them, right? That it helps to raise your vibration even more. It keeps you at a higher level. It works. Tell you, it works. Then it shows up on Instagram, YouTube, boom, 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 boom. The more that you like spiritual posts on Instagram, let's say the Deucey guy, myself, Steve Noble, there's hundreds of people, maybe thousands of people that are spiritual on YouTube. And the cool thing is, the more that you click on things and watch them, even if you don't like them, right? Even if you click on them and you go, nah, the click makes them show up again. And maybe, guess what? You'll like the next one. Pam Gregory's another one, right? Even if you don't understand the astrology, listen to it. See what you can get out of it. Got questions? Text me. Bill, did you watch Pam Gregory yet? Man, I don't understand, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. That's what it's all about. But the more that you send that energy out there, right? Especially on a day like today, the freaking portal's open, baby. Use it. It don't come around for another year. The more that you do that, the more they bring you back because they are, they're getting it. They're starting to understand. They're starting to tell us what they like and what they don't like. And that's the key. It's just like having a conversation. So when you do that, it comes back to you in a positive way. And there's going to be people, things that you're like, what the hell is that doing there? Click, off, gone. I do that all the time. And there's people that you'll outgrow. You'll outgrow people. And that's okay. Because maybe one or two messages is all you needed from them. And then you move on. That's what it's all about. But when you do that, you reinforce, right? This is where I'm going. This is what I know. But I want more. I want more of that. Nah, okay, I'm done with that one. No, I don't want to watch. I don't want to see that anymore. And you can do that on your YouTube. right? Don't follow them anymore. And then follow the people that you like, right? Like I'm big into Abraham Hicks. I think they have 3 different channels on Abraham Hicks. Will that eventually end? Yeah. But right now it works for me. It works for me. All right, Veronica, take care of yourself, okay? Take care of yourself, because Veronica's in Sweden, and they're 6 hours ahead of us. So for her, it's almost 10:30. So 9:30. So yeah, so she's, it's already dark in Sweden. So she's probably getting ready for bed. So take care of yourself, and I'll see you soon, all right? Right. So understanding that as you go through, and even with today's energy, so Spirit, what's up with the energy? I've had 2-3 people text me. So Bill, what's up with the energy? Oh, it's 11:11. What does that mean? Again, it's for me, I believe for most of the planet, it's the most intense portal, open portal to the universe, to knowledge, to everything that you could possibly imagine. And you very possibly on a day like today will be able to receive messages from your guides. They give us once or twice a year, you know. And as we go into fall, we know last year on the first day of winter, on December 21st, energy was crazy. We had a big upgrade. January the 1st, big upgrade. Today's a big upgrade. Energy is being upgraded. We're moving further and further into ascension. So some people have called me and said, Bill, today feels angry and sad. And I don't understand. I haven't felt like this in a long time. Well, that's because, again, the struggle is real, right? They're showing you exactly why if you ask, they'll show you that you still have anger or disappointment or something like that inside that you have to lose, that you have to work on. How do you do that? Talk out loud. Steve Noble Guided Meditations. I'm telling you, they are able to clear junk off and out of your body that I don't know anybody else that can. Just my opinion, right? It just works. And the people that it works for, awesome. Some people don't. I don't know why, but it doesn't. I don't know why. I haven't been able to find out the answer yet. So as we go forward into 2022, again, 222. It's a 222 year. Fabulous energy. Is it going to be a change? Yes. We are going through this massive shift right now. And with inflation, with not getting food through the portal, through the ports, there's some empty shelves at the stores, things like that. Okay? It's all first off to teach us we don't need everything, especially in America. Our children don't need everything at Thanksgiving and Christmas. We don't have to have overabundance. We can settle with abundance. Hey, Bran, how's it going? This is all something tied to COVID. It's all tied to, okay, what do I need to do to make myself happy instead of going off the deep end and blaming somebody because it's not that person's fault. It's the universe shifting. Understand, all the third dimensional beings are afraid, complaining, angry. Things are changing. I don't like this. Milk is up 55 cents a gallon. And oh my God, gas is expensive now from last year. Well, last year was a pandemic. No one was outside. You know. Understanding, Spirit says, keeping our consciousness high, right? And doing everything that we possibly can to keep our conscious high. Understanding that it's a universe at work. Everything will settle down in 2022. We don't need, again, Spirit says, it attacks our lack feelings of lack. like we had when we were kids. Depends on how old you are. Depends on what type of family group you were born into. Understanding that many of us lived in lack growing up. I'm 60 again. I'm in my 60s, so it makes sense. Hi, Adrian. How are you? What's going on? So again, what is COVID doing? It is bringing up lack energy inside of us that we thought, I don't lack anything. I'm good. Everything is fine. It's good. No, this is what it's doing. Oh my gosh, how are we going to survive? You're going to survive just fine. It's the living part you have to look at. Understanding that for the most part, it's not in our country whereas people don't go hungry, because that's not true. They do go hungry, which is another matter, and it's shameful for the richest country on the planet. But for the majority of people, they're going to be okay. Will they have 2 pies instead of 5? They might. Will they have 1 turkey instead of 2? They might. Might they have 1 turkey and a roast beef or whatever? Yeah, they might. See? It's not about making do. It's about being satisfied with what we have and what we can have. Gas is super expensive again. Well, yeah, because last year no one was driving anywhere. That was, again, we don't control oil. We don't control the oil prices, right? But we can react to them in a negative way, which keeps our vibration low. Spirit, him and I have conversations about this all the time, because we have to get more people to understand, eventually they will, that it's all teaching us something, that we don't have to have multi abundance to feel happy. We have to look inside of ourselves. We have to understand ourselves better. We have to do a better job of nurturing ourselves and nurturing other people. So as we go through this time of transformation, we have to help each other out. We have to have each other's backs. We have to talk each other down, because all of us go through it. Trust me. I had a reading today, and earlier today, and it was an interesting reading. Haven't talked to this person in a while, and it was interesting because she hasn't started to work on herself yet. A little bit, but not a lot. And that's what happens with us, right? When we don't get challenged, we don't change. But then you make a reading with somebody like myself, and Spirit's like, okay, A, B, C, D, and G. Wait a minute, hang on. I don't know about all that. Guess what? Have to. Because they're not going to stop. They can make you miserable if you don't pay attention, if you're not conscious. Hi, Karen. How's it going? Good to see you. They truly can. And it's our job to make sure that, hey, Lucia, it's our job to make sure that we're as conscious as we possibly can. And when we're conscious as we possibly can, others are affected in a positive way from it. Maybe not at the beginning, because everyone has to be enlightened by someone or something. So again, that's what it's all about, right? Is understanding that we have to do everything that we possibly can for ourselves, to make sure that we're as conscious as we possibly can. We shift as much as we possibly can. We are connected as deep as we possibly can be. And we understand that we're the most important person in the world. How many times today have you said I love you to yourself out loud? Makes a difference. Makes a difference. Having conversation with yourself out loud by calling yourself by your name, and I've done this. Spirit gave me this about 3 weeks ago, about 3 weeks ago, and it was a horrible morning. I was not feeling good. It was kind of yucky. Bailey was not feeling well at all. I was worried about him, And and Spirit says, no, 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 Bill. No, 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 we're not doing this. We're not doing this today. You need to talk out loud. And he said this to me, Bill, you need to, we're going to have a good day today. You need to let that energy go because it's not yours. And I went, are you freaking kidding me? Isn't that what I'm supposed to say? He says, well, sometimes you forget. Well, true. We all forget, right? But waking up in the morning is when I normally am feeling the energy from the day before, trying to clear it, trying to get my grounding. I don't like that word, but hey, Teresa, but get my footing, I should say, and plan my day out in my head and out loud, right? Okay, Bill, now you're going to do this, you're going to do this, you're going to do this, but it worked. So now I'll tell all of y'all to do the same thing. Is that, okay, no, we're not having a bad day today, Bill. You got to get rid of that because that's not yours. That energy that energy isn't yours, Bill. We're going to have a good day today. Today's going to be fabulous. Switch. Boom. Out loud. Because it works. And it's free. And it's pretty simple. Remembering, every time that you call yourself by your name, your soul hears it. Right? On the same kind of thing. I made a video this week about ego and disappointment. Spirit is fascinating to me, right? Just fascinating. Susan and I had some conversations, and it and it goes over and over my head. And it must have been today's Thursday, Tuesday. And I'm like, Spirit, I need you to help me with disappointment. I don't understand how it works because there's a lot of people that are disappointed in the world because they didn't get what they thought they were going to get in this lifetime or yet. And exactly what he said, and this is on the little Bill Hobart short thing on YouTube, right? The only plans that don't go right are the plans that ego made. True. Hey, Yolanda, how's it going? Right? And that just blew me away. I'm like, oh my God, that is so freaking true. So freaking true. That obviously I didn't realize it at the time because of who I was. That in the past 3 years, soon to be 4 years, about thinking about Maui and the move and things like that, that ego was masquerading as my guides, because at the time I was learning the difference, right? Like I've always said, ego will absolutely, is a shapeshifter. It will absolutely try to sound like spirit, act like spirit, look like spirit, the whole 9 yards, because it's desperate to keep you under its control. Because I was disappointed. I don't understand. But you're not supposed to understand yet. Just stop, Bill. Just stop. Stop planning, Bill. Stop planning in life and just live, Bill. Just live. Just don't plan your life, Bill. Just live. Do all the things you would normally do. Do all the things you would normally do, Bill. And guess what will happen? Boom. All of a sudden, money lands. You buy your house. La da 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 da. Well, I thought I had a handle on that. And I have in the last probably 9 months, right? To a year. But that makes so much sense. Oh my God, that is so freaking true. Because ego's there to sabotage you, to get you to stop focusing. Stop, to fall back into your shell, Spirit says, and say, oh, I never get anything that I want. That's what it wants, is hopelessness. No. Wrong character for that. Oh, no. I know, because of the energy blast and things that Tammy does, right? The free ones and the ones that I pay for, right? That resource absolutely has changed my life. Helped me raise my vibration to the point where there is no disappointment anymore. because I'm clear of who's who and what's what. Who's who and what's what. Always growing, like with my sister's call yesterday about the fear of moving. No, it's the fear, and it is the fear of leaving who I was. I'm okay with that, trust me. Transformation. Transformation, transformation. I'm different than I was last year. Way different. And I'm sure everybody who watches this now live or watches this on YouTube in the future can look at things in their life and go, oh my God, that doesn't bother me anymore. I can't believe that that doesn't trigger me anymore. I can't believe how different I am. Sometimes it's little, sometimes it's big. But as we go through the transformation, as we don't pay attention to what we need to do, we just do it. It becomes habit. I talk out loud all day to Spirit. I'm in the fifth dimension most days until Lee comes home. Unless I have to deal with Bailey, which is pretty much all day, right? So the up and down motion can be exhausting. But the majority of the time, I'm up here, and that's a good thing. Did I ever think I'd be there? Not in a million years. I didn't even know what that felt like, what that even looked like. Everyone else will do the same thing. I'm telling you, with just simple things of being conscious. Understanding what's hurting inside of you. Understanding what's got you crazed. Got you lethargic. Got you feeling yucky. I know. He says it's not about working towards it. It's about allowing it to come to the surface, you looking at it, and you letting it go and you healing yourself from it. If that's coaching for the soul, awesome. If it's Bill Talks, awesome. If it's Abraham Hicks, awesome. If it's the Ducey guy, awesome. If it's Steve Noble, awesome. Is it a combination of all of it? Probably so. And that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about, is you can never do too much, but you can always do too little. You could always do too little. And when you do too little, because I don't have time, I'm too tired, I just can't, it doesn't work for me, blah, 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 blah. Ego, 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 oh, and ego. See? Being conscious of that and going, no, I'm going to do this. I mean, I don't know how many times I talk to people and I'm saying, you got to step outside your comfort zone. You got to step outside your box. And it's scary as hell to step outside your comfort zone. It truly is. We are conditioned that the box is comfortable for me. Let me alone. No, you can't. You've got to challenge yourself to step outside that box and then step out again and then step out it again if you want what you want. Because guess what? The barricade, the walls are too thick. What they're sending you cannot penetrate them. And if it does, it is a misconfigured thing that you don't understand. If you want to meet your mate, you want to meet a partner, you want to have sex, step outside the box. If you want a new job, step outside the box. If you're not sure what you want to do with said job, then you go on a site once a week and you scroll through the jobs. And you apply for things that hit you in the face, that your guides actually make you look at, because they do. One simple step. Another step. Spirit, I need you to help me find a different job because I don't like the one I'm in. It doesn't give me this, or this. It pays me a lot, but guess what? They're horrible people. I don't like the job. It doesn't work. It just, oh my gosh, it just irritates me every day. Well, why does it irritate you? What is it about it that irritates you? Is it being inside the office because you need to be free? Is it supervision? What is it? You have to look at that and see. So Spirit, I don't understand what this is. Blah, 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 blah. And then guess what? You get the answer. Are you freaking kidding me? No, that's how it works. And when you don't get the answer, it's not time. Spirit just said, come back the next day and go, so Spirit, what about this job I've got? You know, I'm not really feeling it. You might get the answer that day. It's all in the process of moving forward. It's all the process of ascension. It's all the process of opening up that channel between you and your guides. And building your tower of guides, right? Because the more that you're allowing yourself to open yourself up to all kinds of different energy, right? The better. The better. It's growth. Some things you're not gonna like, and some things you're gonna be like, this is freaking cool as hell today. But then you look at the same thing, the person, right? And you do it next week, it's like, well, that doesn't resonate with me at all. Bonus. You're seeing the difference between what works for you, what doesn't work for you. And nothing works for everybody all the time. And don't go into disappointment. Because that's not what it's about, right? If you say in your head, which happens often to people, oh my God, I found this thing on YouTube. Oh my God, it's so cool. And then they're working with it. They're watching it every day. They're working, boom, they're watching it and watching it and watching it and watching it. Then all of a sudden, one or two things happen and they don't like them. Oh my God, I'm so disappointed. Okay, ego. Did you think you found your Do you think you found your savior, Spirit says? There is no savior but you. Allowing yourself to receive the message. They brought you this gift on YouTube or something on Instagram or Facebook. It was good for a while. But just because one thing doesn't resonate with you or two things doesn't resonate with you, don't dismiss them. Don't kick them to the curb. Again, this doesn't work for me. Okay, might want to work on that. Yeah? Might want to work on that because all of a sudden you're, 11 years old again? 12 years old? What? Because it didn't give you everything that you wanted? Oh my God. Oh, I just didn't get what I wanted. That just ruined my day. Really? You're that fragile. No one's that fragile. That's ego. And that's what you move past. It's always going to be there. Always going to be there. But as you move past it, as you become more in your ascension, your vibration, your frequency is higher. You're talking out loud to Spirit, and your 10-minute talks are now 3 minutes because you're on the same wavelength. You're feeling fantastic. But on the chance that you're not, okay, hey, get rid of that because today's going to be a good day. Stop. No. It's not, oh my God, today I've got to do 5 readings in a row. I've got 5.5 hours of readings today. Oh my God, I'm going to be so exhausted tonight. Really? No. I got 5 readings today. I got 5.5 hours of readings. That is amazing. It's fantastic. I'm going to love it. It's going to be wonderful. I can't imagine what I'm going to tell people. Difference in the phrase, right? Difference in the energy. Am I going to be tired? Of course I am. That's okay. Because I like what I do. Did I think I'd like it? Not at all. I didn't think, but they knew. Hear that? I didn't think that I would, but they knew that I would. And many, many times you have to look at it like that, right? I didn't think I'd like this car, but I do. Well, they knew. That brings up Susan again, because Susan got a truck she never thought she'd get. But when I talked to her last time about it, she still loved her car, her truck. Jobs. I don't think, Bill, that I'd like this new position that I got offered in the company that I work at. But you know what? I kind of do. Again, they know you didn't. So whenever you're feeling like WTF, that's when it's time to go, okay, Spirit, conversation. Conversation, conversation, conversation. Or you need the pep talk. Oh, no. Or it's going to be a good day today. You've got to let that go. No, it's going to be a good day. We need to have positive energy today because positive energy is what we live on. It's what we need. It's what we understand. That negative energy, no. No. It's all in the way that you phrase it. It's all in the way that you look at it. Hi, Shannon. How are you today? Haven't seen you forever. I think since we saw each other at Somerset last year, I think. Or maybe the year before, I'm not sure. Yeah, so again, it's the same kind of thing, but today, because of the portal, it is intense. It is making sure that we understand that we can have our off time of just chilling. And that's my time at night normally with my buds in and I'm watching Facebook Watch and stuff like that or YouTube. But I love Facebook Watch. It's pretty interesting because I have two different accounts, Bill Clairvoyant and Bill Hobart, and both have different Facebook watches. Kind of cool. Again, because of what I click on and what I like. So use it for your benefit is what I'm saying. Continue to understand that you're your own worst enemy, number one, ego. Number two, you're your own best cheer section. You're the number one cheer section. Because nothing is going to hurt you. Because again, fear. Fear. It's in every human being on the planet. We're always fearful of something until we negate it, until we shut it down, until we get rid of it, because guess what? You don't have to be fearful. But what if? Ego. But what if? Ego. Understanding that as long as you're conscious and you are a certain level of ascension, right? A certain level of frequency. When something throws you off, you automatically go, so Spirit, what is that about? What the WTF, right? What is that? I don't get it. Where's that coming from? Hence, like my sister called me yesterday and telling me about that I'm afraid to move. Well, and I said, that's not true at all. I'm ready to go. But then that conversation today with Spirit, it makes sense, right? Me moving away from who I've been. Like before this, let's say 5 years ago. So from the time I was 55, 56 years old, I look back at that part of my life, like I've said before, astonishing what I accomplished. Astonishing what I accomplished. And looking to the future and going, okay, that's cool. That was me in high school and college. And now I am teaching. Now I am writing. Now I am doing all the things for the next chapter of my life. Works for me. And that's what it's all about. Is understanding that you're always going to have places to rest, Spirit says. Plateaus. And we have to be conscious of those plateaus because they can go from being plateaus to a level that we build on. Because we think, okay, cool, I'm comfortable right here. Oh, no. You're never going to be comfortable because you're always going to keep on growing. You're always going to keep on learning because that's the point. Does it become less and less as you get more and more comfortable with your spirituality? Somewhat. But the Spirit told me, Bill, you were going to work to the day you drop dead. So you might as well get used to it. I kind of am. I get it. But am I different than who I was 5 years ago? Oh my gosh, night and day. 2 years ago, night and day. Doubting Thomas 2 years ago. 1 year ago, doubting Thomas. See? Is it ever going to happen? Is this ever going to be? And boom. Asking for a little bit. So Spirit, what's next? What's going to be the next thing that I work on? What's going to be the next thing that's going to put me over the top? And Tammy Braswell shows up. Boom, in my face on my iPad. They listen. They listen. Right place, right time, Spirit says. Again, there's no time in Spirit. So when you watch that clock, when you look at that calendar, guess what? It's the way it is. It's the way it is. So don't get disappointed. Well, I think it's going to happen. Oh, back that truck up, baby. Because guess what? You ain't supposed to be thinking. No think. No plan. No anything. So when people give you unsolicited information, let's say, I wouldn't say knowledge, but information, right? You have to take it with a grain of salt, unless you know their motive, unless you know what the plan is. Again, your guides will put little bumps in the road. And this happened to me the last 2 months or so with the move, trying to see if I would go doubtful about the move. Yeah. Everything's exactly on plan. Did I know this 2 years ago, a year ago? No, I didn't. But I wasn't supposed to, and that's the key. It's the key. Understanding I'm not supposed to know. None of us are. Spirit has said, sometimes God doesn't even know, meaning source, right? The divine. He just said, because sometimes he's not privy to information when it comes to individuals on the planet. Makes sense to me. He's got a lot to worry about, Spirit says. They have a lot to worry about. He says not only this planet, but other planets too. Never heard that before. So again, they're the universe, right? All the energies in the universe, and that's what it's all about. And the more that we understand that, the better. So as we go into holiday, I think Thanksgiving and Christmas are a month apart, exactly a month apart, I think. It's going to be kind of strenuous. It's going to be kind of holiday-ish, right? COVID's still here. Don't think it's not here, right? I hope that the people who are vaccinated get their booster. Okay, those of you who are not, again, free will, free choice, all right? But be safe, understanding that. But get outside, do your stuff, get outside, do something. Always get outside every day. You have to get outside at least an hour, hour and a half a day. You have to. If you don't, you will absolutely eventually feel trapped. And your spirituality, your energy, your vibration, your frequency will plummet. Because you need to be outside in the fresh air in open spaces to allow outside energy in and inside energy out. Get stagnant. Okay? So as we go into winter here in the Midwest, if you're not in the winter in the Midwest, God bless you, you're awesome. Stay there because it's warm. We have to be conscious of that. It can't just be a little walk outside with the dog and then back in the house. No, it's got to be put boots on, put a coat on, put a hat on. And I do not like winter at all. But guess what? I love if it's 35, 40 degrees, even if it's 30 degrees, nothing like below that, below like 20, like below 30 is hard for me to go outside and walk. Yeah. I love shoveling snow. Why? Because I get to be outside. I get to lift. I get to do it's active. I don't mind it at all. Lee's like, what do you want to shovel snow? I shovel the driveway when I don't have to in the apartment complex. Our driveway. Because first off, they don't do it the way I would actually do it. I get everything off. But also, I like being outside in the snow when it's not freezing cold outside. It's the way it is. It's the way it is. See? Because I'm outside. We all have to be outside. It helps with our stuff. It so helps with our stuff. Okay? So, 10%. Okay, cool. I'm doing another question and answer on the 17th of this month on a Wednesday night from 6 to 7:30. Okay? It's $40. 12 people can join in. Last time I think we went 2 hours. I have no time limit at all for me. Hey, Carly, people keep saying that I need to keep it an hour and a half and things like that or whatever, but sometimes you just can't. Again, if Spirit's flowing between all of us and we're all having this conversation that is wonderfully with information, wonderfully knowing Spirit says, and with all this information being put out to the universe, I mean, gosh, who wants to shut that down? I don't, right? So that is next Wednesday from 6 to 7:30. You can join on my webpage, billhobart.com. Look at the top. It will say Q&A. Okay. Yeah, it works. It works. For $40, it works. Because you get in the collective, right? You get in this energy and this, it's kind of like a stew pot. Everybody's putting something in. And what resonates, resonates. And what doesn't resonate, doesn't resonate. But usually you get something from it. Either a aha or, I need to ponder that. I need to think about that. So that's next Wednesday. You guys are going to get emails. I'm going to be posting on my Facebook page, on Instagram. May even do something on YouTube. All right? Just to remind folks, it's a good time to do it because it's before the holiday. I might do a pop-up just out of the freaking blue one day before Thanksgiving or maybe the first week of December when people are just doing it. Who knows about the weather, things like that. But yes, all right? So that is the 17th of November from 6 to 7:30. So, yeah, so join me because I think it's kind of fun. I liked it. I could do that probably every day. It's like it felt good to help people, to get them, to help them understand, answer their questions and things like that. It was pretty good. I really enjoyed it. Just question and answer back and forth. What does this mean? What does that mean? What does this mean? What does that mean? It's not really a channeling session like I do here or I'll answer people's questions, but it isn't really a reading situation. It is it's basically an information session, which is kind of cool because I didn't have that. I had all kinds of questions that I had to ask and then wait if they ever got back to me or if I needed to experience them myself. So it's kind of a cool idea. So anyway, thank you for joining me, Coaching for the Soul, Thursdays at 3. Any questions at all, guys? 248-310-7689. I'll always answer your questions, all right? There's element packages on my website. There's gift certificates on my website for the holiday and birthdays and stuff like that. Yeah, things are moving fast and things are moving sweet. And enjoy today. The portal is open. Meditate, sit and be quiet. Just be if you possibly can. And connect. So I'll see you next Thursday at 3 for Coaching for the Soul. Thanks, guys.